What's up, beautiful people? My name is Derek Standifer. And for National Poetry Month, man, I had the honor, the privilege, and the pleasure of bringing in somebody who's well renowned in the world of poetry, man. I got the opportunity to bring in Moses West from Duval, Jacksonville, representing. Oh, man, one, thank you for agreeing to do the interview. And Mo, man, how you living, man? How you doing, good sir?
Everything is lovely. I don't got much to complain about today. Ask me again tomorrow, I might got a different answer. But today is all good, bro.
Man, Mo, man, what's crazy? Keith Rogers showed me a show back in 2009. This is my first time coming to Black on Black Rhyme, and you featured with Hansbo and
Cuban.
damn, Cuban. Cuban and Hansbo, y'all had featured. I had caught Motown that season, man. I've been a fan of your work since then, man. So thank you for doing what you're doing. Thank you for your service to mankind and womankind.
Yes, sir. Nothing but love, man. I done watched you grow. You was a jitterbug coming up in the game. Now, you grown man, you're teaching, you're a father, and I watch you. I mean, I don't say much, but I watch you, and I'm proud of you.
Man, what man? So it's the same. It's mutual, bro. It's mutual, man. The amazing father that you are, man. You motivate me. Okay, Mo doing this thing in the fatherhood round, so I got to make sure that's still sharp and still in a friendly type ordeal, man. So I greatly appreciate the service.
Definitely, yes, sir.
So here on Solving Sundays, what we do, I juxtapose solving the Rubik's Cube to solving life, and we get movers, doers, and shakers like yourself, and we go through your twists and turns of your life. So question number one, good sir, you're an artist, man. What got you started writing poetry, man? You do more than poetry, but what got you started as an artist?
So I was a rapper when I was little. I fell in love with hip hop when I was a little boy. My dad was a DJ on the radio station. Like, he was a local radio personality. So I stayed around music, and hip hop was the thing when I came. I was born in '83, so hip hop was fairly new, but it's been around all my life. So I was a big LL Cool J fan. I was a big Kool Moe Dee, Rob Bass, all that there. So I wanted to rap. Even when I was little, before I could talk, I could rap. I could mimic a rap, even though I ain't know what it means. You know what I'm saying? I could, and when I got old enough to write my own, which was like 6, 7, I wanted to write raps. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, which is a very gutter city. And when I wrote raps, my mom wouldn't let me curse. Like, I couldn't say curse words. So being that you limited with that vocabulary, I had to write about real life stuff, So all my raps were like, they had purpose and meaning and so forth. And I think I was damn near 20 before I realized this whole time I've been writing poems. You know what I'm saying? So when I finally got the opportunity to like perform in front of people, I went to an open mic and I read my rap a cappella. And at a poetry venue, and I was realizing the whole time, man, I was writing poetry. And till this day, every single one of my poems is a rap.
Yeah.
If you throw on a beat and you ask me to say any poem that I own, I can spit that poem to that beat like a rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So. And for those of y'all who don't know, man, outside of poetry, Mo also does battle rap. Man, so I'm a big fan of your battle rap. Man, we done seen some of your YouTube shows. You've been annihilating people in that round too, man. So just a man of many talents, good. So
hey, man, they got to put respect on poetry name, bro. They act like we just they act like we the remedial class or something of hip hop. So I have to go in there and show them that a poet can do this just as good, if not better, and most of the time better than what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, we got
I'm rapping for us every time. When I start my battle rap, the first thing I say, Rap World, I'm a spoken word artist myself. That's my very first line in every poem, every battle that I do.
I mean, let me get to these comments right quick. We got Rachel. She says, "Oh, I love hearing the stories of how someone fell in love with hip hop." Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We got Miss Lane. What's up, family? Moses, the Mandarian. That's what's up. That's what's up.
The Mandarin. That's an inside joke. Me and LJ got. He screwed me on the Nerd Slam one year about the Mandarin.
What's up? We got the flyers from Rachel. That's what's up. That's what's up. So yeah, appreciate y'all for tuning in, watching Mo, man. So we got the what got you started to writing. So the second step of solving the Rubik's Cube, the second step of solving life is to solve your cross. Now solving your cross is to identify your why, the reasons. Mo, man, why are you carrying the torch that you choose to carry, man? Why are you even an artist?
Well, first of all, I enjoy it. I know that sounds like a simple answer, but I enjoy being I enjoy being an artist. I have always like looked up to artists, and I used to say one day that's gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? And now I get to do it. I get to do what I enjoy for a living, and that's everybody goal in life. At one point in time, I was working at a shoe store down here in Jacksonville. It's called Iceman Mr. Kicks, and it made fairly decent money. I was a manager out there, and like you get 10% of what the store sells. It was stupid money actually for 19-year-old, and but I wasn't happy. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't happy. I was angry. I kept going to jail about stuff, and I just wasn't. I wasn't there. I knew I wasn't fulfilling my purpose. You know what I'm saying? So when I got into the art world, I was like, "Yo, this is where I'm supposed to be." And I took a big pay cut for a long time. But as an artist, you got to grow before you start eating. So anybody who out there considering being a full-time artist, it ain't easy. Okay, don't let them think you.
Yeah, you got to put time in before you can full-time entrepreneur this thing. So, man, now you're a beast. Now you're killing the game and resurrecting it at the same time. That's dope.
Yes, and I got money now.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. All your shows sold out. Every time I see you doing an event, y'all, the tickets sold out. Y'all got to catch the next one, man. That's a beautiful thing to see, man. Beautiful thing to see.
They say if you build it, they will come. Somebody said that. I think that was Donnie Darko or something. You got to ask LJ. He a nerd. He probably know exactly where that quote come from. If you build it, they will come.
Hey man, one thing that you said that was profound. I think everybody need to take heed to listen to is that you weren't happy when you weren't doing poetry, and now that you find it out. Hold on one second. Hold on. My seeds in here, they just highly active right now. But
I know how it is.
About being a poet, if it makes you happy, man, you would really want to be doing the thing that makes you happy. And if you're not fulfilled, if you're not happy, man, you really, like you say, you're really gonna be getting in trouble, be wilding out, and it's not fulfilling. It's not a fulfilling feeling, good. So thank you for sharing that, King.
Right.
Yeah. We got
totally believe in that. Well, old heads, they always say, when you enjoy what you're doing, you never work a day in your life.
Sorry about my hype man right there. Young King, he want to be the hype man. Want to go to show up.
Yeah. Bring him on the camera. What you mean? He part of the program.
Yeah, he coming in every now and then. So after we solve our cross, after we believe in ourselves, that brings us to step number 3 of solving the Rubik's Cube and of solving life. And step number 3 is to fill in the corners. Now, filling in the corners, it means to immerse yourself in an environment that's conducive to your growth. So what kind of friends do you have, and what kind of environment do you surround yourself in that allows you to be Moses West?
Well, my thing is I try to be accepting of everybody. So it ain't the environment I'm in. It's like me adapting to my environment. Like I'm one of the few poets I can go anywhere, bro. I can go to the church, I can go to the flea market, I can go to the liquor store, I can go to the schools, and I know how to adapt to those environments. So like niggas around me, guys that are around me, they some of them, some troublemakers. Some of them are some artists. I keep friends in categories, and none of them gonna stop me from being Moses West. I'm gonna be Moses regardless. I think it's good to remind me that I'm a mixture of all of them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't stray away from people. I don't forget where I come from. Guys I grew up with, they still my people. The poetry people still. I got a line I say. I say I roll with the thugs and the D boys the same way I roll with the backpackers and B boys, because everybody is a part of me. You know what I'm saying? So I keep an environment around me that just remind me who I am. I don't want to forget none of them parts of me. You know what I'm saying? So I got the nerd crew, I got the poet crew, I got the troublemaking crew, I got the woke crew, I got the intelligent crew, the professional crew. I rock with all of them, you know.
Hey man, it's crazy you say that because to me, man, you really like a bridge, man. Because poetry, you think about poetry, man, especially in the environment that we grew up in. Poetry is for kind of like lames, it's for really like growing up. If you're doing poetry, you're a punk, one of those situations, man. But you bridge the gap between it, and you got this poem. You did this poem about a funeral, and your funeral is gonna be in a poetry spot because your poetry is for people who we not gonna see in the church. We're not gonna see the poem. My poems ain't for people who gonna be in the church. They already getting the message, so we need to figure out a way to connect to the other people. And you say that's who my poetry from, man. So
yeah, man, like it's an overrated phrase people use. They say preaching to the choir, and when you think about what that means, preaching to the choir, the choir already in the church. You know what I'm saying? So how we gonna reach these other people? You know what I'm saying? Why people always got to come to you? Let's go to the people. You know what I'm saying? If we're Christian, or if you are Christian, I ain't gonna say we, because it ain't necessarily my thing. But if you're Christ-like, Christ went out there where the people was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You get all the stories of Christ, man. Christ wasn't, he had no church. He was outside with the
he
people that were
wasn't
trying
bougie.
to get
He
to the
wasn't
church.
bougie at all. Wasn't very judgmental either. You know?
Yeah, so man, I thought we definitely need people who can bridge the gap, man, between those two avenues. And like you said, man, you're successful in all the realms and all the areas. You just posted a poem National Poetry Class saying I can go into a prison, I can go into what you say, I can quiet a loud mob, something like this. So some combination.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I could be at one of them protests or something. And but look, so we got this thing in poetry, respect the mic. A lot of people don't agree with this. I believe when you continuously gotta beg people to respect the mic, it's because you are whack. You know what I'm saying? You just whack. Nobody want to listen to you. You can't keep people attention, so they stroll off and start doing other stuff. They start having side conversations, and that's your fault. So you get one, respect the mic.
Bro, thank you for saying that, bro. Thank you for saying that. Like, as a poet, I mean, even as a poet, sometimes, it's hard to listen to sometimes, and you gotta stay in your lane. You gotta stay in your lane, man. You gotta stay in your lane. Like, you can't be for instance, you've been doing poetry for decades, man. You've been crafted your skill, and perfected your craft. And a newbie who ain't studied the crowd like that, who don't know the poetry elements, who don't know how to connect with the crowd, they shouldn't get the same respect as somebody who don't put in the work. And you got to put in the work to understand how to get that crowd connected and on your side. Because you really gotta win over the crowd as a poet. You got to win them over. Then once you win them over, then you got to keep their attention. It's a different kind of element to do that. It's just not guaranteed just because they're in the audience. Just because they're in the audience don't mean that you got their attention. You got to get it and keep it. And you do a good job of, you do some of the events. People know the quality of the events that you put on, so they already know Moses West events. Okay, we're gonna come up, we're gonna show out, and it's gonna be a good quality event.
They definitely know, bro. I done got to the point now where I don't even put the artists on the flyer. You know what I'm saying? I just say, hey, I got this coming up. You know what I'm saying? I got Kings of Poetry coming up. I might have 5 of the most popular poets in the world coming down. You know what I'm saying? But that don't matter if people don't know you. You can sit there and you can do your resume, but what are you doing that night? You know what I'm saying? And plus, a lot of time, I think building, like, especially when I'm not telling people don't put people on the flyer. Put people on the flyer. I'm just saying that Moses West shows have got such a good reputation these days that I don't really have to sell the artist. Like, when the artists get there, like, they know you was good enough to be on Mo Show, you dope. You know what I'm saying? And and then they show up and show out, and then you get even more recognition because now they be like, oh, this guy was on that. This guy did this. Okay, we got some legit poets up here, but I don't care nothing about what you done did. I care about what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do when you get here. So it's good that I got that reputation with my city, with wherever I throw shows at, that people know if Moses West co-sign, it's gonna be a decent event.
In Atlanta, I've been in Atlanta. When you do a feature in Atlanta, it's gonna be sold out. Everybody know. Everybody got to come out and pick out the Atlanta shows, man.
Hey, man, it used to be like that. They ain't brought me down in a long time, man. This pandemic got it. They forget about you real quick, bro.
Yeah. I was talking to Keith, man, as a show promoter, as an operator of a show, you got to be the gateway between the audience and good talent. And once you develop a reputation for that, man, it's really almost it's a systematic press play on it. Everybody knows it's gonna be a good thing, so we good to go now. So thank you for that. Ken. So the fourth step of solving the Rubik's Cube, the fourth step of solving life is to take it to the next level. Now, taking it to the next level on the Rubik's Cube is solving the second row. But in life, it's continuing to grow, continuing to get better, never getting content with where you are in life. Is always a new level that you can get to. So, Mo, man, how do you continue to get better in this thing called in the artistry that you're in?
Yo, so I don't. That's a question I'm struggling with. I don't know if I'm getting better. You know, I don't know if I'm getting better. I'm getting older. I don't know if I'm getting worse. But my compromise to that is I'm teaching now. You know what I'm saying? So I might have reached my peak already. I'm aware of that. Like I'm it is what it is. But it might be somebody else that could take it to the next level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give them all the game I got. Yo, so my dad is a Jehovah's Witness, right? Jehovah's Witness believe that like people die and then they'll get resurrected, and after they get resurrected, they live forever on a paradise earth, right? You know, like you'll want to live forever, like you won't be depressed and all that kind of stuff. And like the idea of it is dope because you'll have all this time to develop your craft. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like imagine where technology would be, where poetry would be if somebody like, you know, Langston Hughes could live forever and just grow in the game, like Einstein could live forever. You know, but we don't get to live forever. I mean, not in this lifetime, you know. So what we got to do is we got to take all the game, give it to somebody else, and then they take their game plus our game, give it to somebody else, and like that we live forever. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's dope. That's dope. I was listening to a conversation. Somebody was like, when the old dies, it gives way for the new to come along, and that's very important. And you said we kind of lost this art of apprenticeship. You know, once you reach this level where you don't reach your peak, truly reach your peak, man, it's a beautiful thing to transition into educating the next generation of poets, man. Because, like you say, you don't want people out here who are in the wrong lane. You don't want people that are in the wrong lane. You don't want people who not respecting the craft and not developing that talent where they can keep the audience's attention.
I remember watching you up under Paul D, man. I remember watching you. I remember I stayed at y'all house. Y'all was roommates at one point in time, man. And I just listened to y'all have them conversations. Y'all, yeah. I slept on y'all couch. We done went to the club together and all that. We just sitting around trading stories, having a good time. And I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I say, Paul, he must believe in this young brother, man. He must see something in him. He must know. And then just watching you develop into everything that you become. I'm like, yo, that's the game. You know what I'm saying? That's
man,
the game.
It's really crazy. I'm so grateful for Paul and people like Keith Rogers and yourself, man, because you know, man, Keith used to challenge me to write poems and other people can't. He's like, man, write a poem how Paul will write it. Write a poem how Moore write it. You know, he'll write a poem of how another poet will write it, because that's how you expand your writing skills and develop different little nicks and nacks of the thing called poetry. Because you know, you can get dormant if you really get caught in your own mind and thinking you get dormant, and it's hard to grow when it's like that, man. But when you got people who constantly investing in you, you got people like Paul D and Keith Rogers. These people are selfless. You know, they invest in you not for their own benefit. They invest in you because they want to see you maximize your full potential. And when you got people like that in your circle, man, one thing about the poetry community that I'm honored to be a part of, man, is you got people who crowds and the haters and stuff, man. The inner circle I'm part of when it comes to poetry, they want to see you succeed. They want to see you be great. And and they celebrate your season. When you out there celebrating your season, man, and understand, man, my time is gonna come, man. That's a beautiful thing. That kind of mentality that we develop in Black on Black Rhyme, man.
Most definitely, man. The real recognize the real, and we weed out all you hating poets. You know what I'm saying? We give you no game. You are not worthy of the game.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Mo, man, so after we believe in ourselves, solve our cross, fill in our corners, take it to the next level, that brings us to the fifth and the final step of solving the Rubik's Cube and of solving life. In the fifth and the final step is to see the bigger picture. Seeing the bigger picture simply means to keep your commitments. You know, you say you're gonna do something, you got to do it. You know, sometimes we have trials and tribulations in life that come our way, and that don't mean to get off the path. That means you got to find ways to overcome the obstacles, man. So, how do you keep your commitment to your commitments through the trials and tribulations of life, good sir?
Man, look, so I was raised by some real men, you know what I'm saying? Like some OGs that I feel like they taught me the right way. Like if you owe a man, you pay him. You lose a bet, you pay up. You keep your word. That's for men. That's what we got. That's kind of what make us men. We handle our obligations. You know what I'm saying? We keep our word and we do what we are supposed to do. And it's easy for me because I would be embarrassed to not keep it going, keep it moving. Like promises I make to myself, I got to keep them. Promises I make to somebody else, I got to keep them. Promises I make to God, I got to keep them. You know what I'm saying? Or to my daughters, I got to keep them promises. And that's simple for me because I think I'm a sucker if I do anything less. You know what I'm saying? And the world ain't got to know it. I'm going to know it. And that's worse than the world knowing it. You know what I'm saying? So I just, you know, my merits as a man won't allow me to not do it the way it's supposed to be done with the most integrity possible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So whatever it is, if I got to be to a show, like I don't cancel shows unless I absolutely cannot make it. I'm not gonna cancel a show because another show is paying me more money. Once I give you my word, then this is where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I'm never going to not do it. You ain't never got to worry. If I say I'm doing it, it's done.
Hey man, I've heard stories. I don't been to shows where Mo featuring, but the car I wrote down on the way to the show.
Hey,
Mo done hits tight to ride to the show, man. Like you one of them people who keep your word, and honor your word, man. And I think that's a foundation of why your support system is so strong when it comes to your shows. And people know that Mo, you can count on his word. His word is born. And dying art, man. It's so sad. That's a dying art. You see so many, boys who never grow into men because they don't honor their word. They make frivolous claims that they can't keep, or they don't even have the intention to keep. They just say stuff without even putting that merit behind it, man. But I can see from afar that's the fact that your events, your shows, your life as an artistry is the way it is because of that key principle right there, just honoring your word and being a man based on the core principles that you occupy. That's dope, man. That's beautiful.
That's simple. It's simple as that, man. I took whatever I learned. I always tell people I brought the ID's wisdom into the poetry game because I'm from Jacksonville. ID's is the hood. You know what I'm saying? It's the gutter part. Down there, it's a lot of it's a lot of illegal activity, a lot of drug dealing. There's a lot of, but even with that, even in the streets, you have to maintain some integrity. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, people not gonna keep shopping with you. They taught me that as a jit. You know what I'm saying? So I take all that. I'm legal in the mug right now, and you know what I'm saying? I take all that street knowledge and brought it right over here to the poetry game. You know?
And it's crazy how you done took off, man. Like I said, my first time witnessing your greatness was in 2009. He showed me the video, and I was like, wow, man, I was a jit. I was a baby.
Baby. I was skinny. I was skinny back then.
Damn, man. Yeah, man. So, man, still a fan, always been a fan, man. And you putting out some breadcrumbs for people like me to pick up and to following that destination. Good stuff. Mo, it's National Poetry Month. First of all, we have officially solved the twists and turns of our Rubik's Cube, King. I remember, man, I came to Atlanta. You featured in Atlanta, and I did my Life Like Rubik's Cube speech, and you gave me some praise that kept me pushing and kept me going. What's up, King? How you living? What you done broke, man? Say what's up, y'all. This is the young King right here. This is Derek Jr. right here.
Junior. What up, Junior?
What's up, man? Say what's up. Say hey. He don't want to say hey. Go on.
You gonna be shy. You ain't your daddy's son.
Great. That'll be great. He probably like he in trouble because he done broke something. But it's National Poetry Month. And I wanted to have an amazing dope cast for National Poetry Month next week. We'll have Wiley B from Tampa Bay on.
Most definitely, yeah. That's
I think it's
my main man, one of my mentors.
Yes, sir. So if I may put you on the spot, Mo, man, if you could bless us with some bars, with some poetry right quick, man, that'd be a beautiful honor.
Word. Okay, I ain't even see that coming. Okay, okay. Yesterday, brother called me a female. I know that was meant to hurt me. Said, don't complain like a woman, like that was supposed to hurt me. The brother had the nerve to tell me that I fight like a girl. And I said, there must not be much women in your small little world. Now, I could have gave this brother a reading from hell, but I didn't care to. Sometimes you can scream at an ignorant brother, they still won't hear you. I'm pretty sure he was trying to call me weak. But let me tell you, there is nothing out here stronger that I would rather be compared to, because when it comes to being tough, it's every woman in here. Asked him, sir, have you carried a baby 3/4 of a year? Have you walked in high heels with a thong in your rear? Have you felt the hot comb on the side of your ear? Have you had to be matriarch for generations to come? Have you had surgery on your chest because doctors say they found him a lump? Have you had a hungry baby, but there's more work to be done? You stop the Zoom call, refrigerate the milk and all the ounces you pump. Have you ever paid extra for what your razors cost? Ever gotten fired because you didn't have sex with the boss? Do you even have to do one of them squats to take a public pee? Brother, this woman shit sounds pretty tough to me. I'm going to tell you what's tough. How women get undermined. How we got the exact same job, but her pay is undermined. How she's been harassed and catcalled 100 times while you'll get promoted and her raise don't come in time. See, brothers like you seem to think that strength is how much you can lift. It's how much you can bear. It's how much you can give. It's how much you complete. It's how much you endure. And in that case, I want to fight like a woman for sure. I always see women on the front lines fighting for us. Rosa Parks started movements in that fight for the bus. Harriet Tubman grabbed her shotgun in our fight to be free. These women have to fight to be heard, but don't have to fight to be seen. I told a brother, maybe you don't have strong women that got your back. Because if you had a strong mother, you wouldn't talk like that. You never had to bleed every 4 weeks. You ain't never been knocked up. Do you even write your friends letters whenever they locked up? Do they call you the B word whenever you show aggression? Do you have the strength to come 3 times in one session? That's strong. Women out here fighting. Women changing the law while she's strutting her heels, while she tightens her bra. This woman is graduating again, and she's getting her master's while you are grown and single, still missing your bachelor's. Women fight with compassion and knowledge and endurance. We hide our emotions. They offer us reassurance. And ever since today I brought daughters into this world, I owe it to Jayla and Emery to fight like a girl. I know this brother's comments was meant to disrespect me by calling me the person who nurtures me and protects me. So if it's lame to be smart and vocal and detailed, then maybe the whole world should be a bit more female.
Man, y'all, that right there is the reason we had to get Moses West on Solve It Sunday. Mo, you a beast, bro. You already know it. You a beast, man. And you,
no, but like, it's honor amongst
praise.
thieves, man. Honor amongst thieves. I tell niggas you don't understand it because you're not a thief. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. Oh, man, you a beast, bro. Real talk, from the top of my heart to the bottom of my soul, man. Thank you for blessing us today on Solve It Sundays, King. While we got somebody of your caliber, we got to make sure we take full advantage. Man, Bo, do you have any words of wisdom that you would like to embark us on before you get ready to embark on your journey today?
Hey, listen here. Your opinion don't mean shit. Shut up and get money. That's what I got to say.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to Solve It Sundays. Y'all know we having Moses West representing Duval. Man, it's always a blessing to have you on. Blessing to know you came. If you can stay on for a hot second, for those of y'all who are watching though, y'all be great like the lake, be peace like a sneeze. Peace and blessings, love and light. Mo, stay on for a hot second for me, King.
Gotcha.